Bill and Ben, or Alfred and Judy, whatever you want to call them, you may have wondered why these locomotives are so flat. Watch on and you'll find out more. The Port of Par Bagnall twins, Alfred and Judy, are possibly some of the most recognisable small industrial steam locomotives to work in the UK, and the reason these two locomotives were designed requires a look back in time. In 1829, Joseph Thomas Treffry started to build Par Harbour, and his business interests required coal to be imported and copper, lead and granite to be exported. Other ports were too small or faced logistical obstructions, resulting in the creation of Par Harbour. Over time, the port grew as the China clay industry blossomed, and rail traffic started to become the norm. The port experimented with a rather odd Welsh-built vertical boiler engine, but by 1936 this needed to be replaced. Tommy Truscott, the port's engineer, decided a new steam locomotive was required and commissioned W.G. Bagnall of Staffordshire to design and build it. The locomotive had to meet certain unusual requirements, as it had to pass under an 8-foot tall bridge under the Cornish main line to reach the China Clay Works, along with operating on curves down to a 70-foot radius. In September 1937, the locomotive was delivered at a cost of £1,200. It had originally been planned to name it Chuff after the distinctive species of Cornish bird, but Bagnall received the message as Cough, which they thought was rather strange, so it was sent without a nameplate. She finally gained the name Judy in 1955. Another locomotive was required later on, and in 1954 Alfred was delivered, which was named after the manager of the harbour, Alfred Truscott. Whilst nominally the same, Alfred had some differences to Judy, with a different bunker style, tank and handrail alterations, and a different purchase price. This time it had ballooned to £7,500. The engines had a hard life, hauling thousands of tons of China clay, with both engines in operation every day. However, during the 1960s, modernisation of the port started and rail traffic began to diminish. The branch line to the China Clay Works was lifted and replaced with a road for lorries. Judy had started to experience boiler troubles and was withdrawn from traffic in 1969. Alfred soldiered on until 1977, when rather unglamorously, shunting was taken over by tractors. The locomotives gained a celebrity status not least because of their unusual size and stature. They were some of the last working steam engines in Cornwall, and the site became a stronghold of visits by railway enthusiasts. The engines became so popular that they also inspired the Reverend W. Awdry to immortalise them in his railway series stories as Bill and Ben, carrying a striking yellow livery. Both locomotives can now be found on the Bodmin and Wentford Railway. Judy was returned to operation in 2023, whilst plans for returning Alfred to operational condition are being finalised, with the intention that both locos will be available to work together once again. Rapido designed their 00 gauge Port of Par Bagnall models from original works drawings to ensure accuracy and to make sure they feature a variety of livery operations covering their history, including those sported in preservation. As preserved, lined light green and 1960s dark lime green livery versions will be available as part of the Port of Par Twin Pack Special Editions. In addition to the incredible models of Alfred and Judy, these packs feature an illustrated booklet describing the history of the locos and a postcard print of an exclusive Jonathan Clay painting. 2 single locomotives will also be produced in other liveries carried by the individual locos, this time in a standard box. You can choose from either unlined dark green or Alfred in Port of Par Yellow as preserved. Modellers can look forward to a smooth running mechanism with a cordless motor and flywheel, plunger pickups and a factory installed speaker on all models, as well as a Next 18 decoder socket fitted under the tank. Amazingly, Rapido have also managed to cram in a Stay Alive. There will also be a separate tooling to accurately portray the slight differences between Alfred and Judy correctly. These are really shaping up to be fantastic little models and a must-have for those looking to recreate industrial workings or to collect famous locomotives representing the final days of steam in the UK. But what do you think? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to click the like button, hit subscribe to see all of our future videos, and ring the notification bell to never miss another upload. See you next time!